are back with the postgame show presented by the Maroon Club, enhancing 23 Division I sports. Join the Maroon Club today, and by Coca-Cola. Experience the Coke side of a life. Sam Cooperman is with head coach Kia Damon Olson. Here they are.
Thanks, guys. Here with Lafayette coach Kia Damon Olson. Coach, what were some of the biggest challenges that Monmouth presented to you guys here tonight?
They were an experienced team, although, they're just gathering together, but they have a number of transfers coming from, different programs, Power 5 programs, and we knew transition defense was going to be an area that we needed to be sharp in, and unfortunately we weren't very sharp in that area. And then the second area was, taking care of the backboard, and I don't know what the final stat says, but they got, whatever the numbers are, they got a lot of key rebounds in moments when we were trying to make spurts, and so we couldn't close out the possessions, and which is disappointing.
What's the biggest thing you want to see your team improve on as you are about to get going on the Patriot League slate coming up?
Based on the day, I would say everything.
Fair enough, Coach. Thank you. Guys?
All right. Thank you very much, Sam. And that was succinct, but certainly correct. They'll be working on a lot of things. And in particular right now, they'll be working on their books as they get ready for the final exams. And John, let's take a look at some of the highlights of this ball game, and then we'll talk stats, and then we'll get out of here for a bit.
And to Coach Damon Olson's point, this was a talented team. That was Vanderhoop. She was electric all night long. Lafayette had their moments, but the defense, especially from this young lady, Exenor is just long and quick. Such a good player. Lafayette got it going a little bit. They went to a 2-3 zone. Antignoli knocks it away. Kay Donahue finishes at the other end. Look at that crossover. There were moments when Lafayette looked like they could hang with this team. But I'll tell you, this moved down the lane by Vanderhoop again. She just does it all. You heard Coach Damon Olson talk about the transfers from so many of the Power 5 schools. They've got kids from Penn State. They've got kids from Pitt, and they're seniors, and they know how to win. And Lafayette battled, especially in the second half, as we see Kayla Drummond doing some of her hard work around the basket. In the second half, Monmouth went back to work, but Lafayette was only outscored by 3 points in the second half. They were down 19. Abby Antignoli got it going from downtown. She hit 3 or 4 from the perimeter. Michaela Andrews on the inside. I really liked some of the flashes that Emma Shields showed as well with her 6'3" frame. And then, of course, inside, that's Exner again, does all kinds of the dirty work. She is one of those glue kids that does all the little things. Lafayette really picked it up. I think Kia Damon Olson is going to be pleased with some of the defensive effort in the second half, Gary. They came out, you made the point too, being down 19 and knowing the kind of quality opponent you were up against, it would have been easy for this team to kind of hang their head a little bit and let their guard down. They did the opposite. They came out in the second half. They showed a lot of fight, a lot of fire. There's a lot to build on as this team, Lafayette, heads into the Patriot League season. That was Vanderhoop again, just doing a terrific job. And hey, how about the freshman? That was Teresa Kiwi from the baseline, knocking down her second bucket of her young Lafayette career.
Yeah, the key number there, you see rebounds, a lot of second chance opportunities for the Hawks. The Hawks shoot the ball very well. They move the ball very well. They're just a real good, solid basketball team. And as John mentioned, the second half a lot closer, 3-point difference in that second half. As you look at some individual numbers, Cranbull, they credited her with 11. I really think she had 8 on my score sheet. Vanderhoop with 13, Kleska with 14, and Donovan with 14. On the Lafayette side, Abby Antignoli and Michaela Andrews put some things together in that second half. 14 for Abby, Michaela with 13. Never unusual for those two to be in double figures. Lafayette maybe needs to find a third and fourth player that they can count on to do just that. Probably Haley Smith is the one that can, from time to time, pick up double figures. Well, we don't have to get ready for final exams, but we do have to get ready to see you again on the 21st, as we'll have the men against Quinnipiac, as the ladies will travel to Dartmouth for an 11 a.m. ball game that same day. We wish them all well during their final exams. Obviously, doing well in the classroom just as important as doing well on the basketball court. John and I, we don't have that problems. Thanks to Sam Cooperman tonight. Again, John Sabino and his crew doing their usual terrific job. We'll see you on the 21st. We kind of hope you miss us a little bit. For John, I'm Gary. Good night, everybody.